and welcome to the last section of Unit 6 in Sourcing in Procurement and Supply. As businesses do not operate in vacuums, so does e-sourcing. For successful e-sourcing to take place, there should be mechanisms put in place. This section will introduce us to some e-sourcing tools and procurement. At the end of this section, we should be able to explain e-requisitioning, explain e-catalogs, explain e-auctions, explain e-tendering, and explain purchasing cards. The major types of e-sourcing tools include the following: e-catalogs, supply portals and market exchanges, online supply evaluation data, e-auctions, e-tendering, e-requisitioning, the e-contracting, e-catalogs, and some other E's that we'll be seeing as we progress in this section. We are going to go into details what each of these e-tools means, as well as some uses of these e-tools, right? But before that, let's go over some potential benefits of e-sourcing. One is e-sourcing ensures process efficiencies. That is the sourcing efficiencies we highlighted earlier. This includes reducing time and effort spent on tendering and contract management, reduced paperwork, and fewer human errors. E-sourcing also ensures compliance, for example, with Public Procurement Act of Ghana, Act 915, and with the Public Procurement Manual. E-sourcing ensures cost savings, reducing the direct cost of tendering for both buyer and supplier, more efficient comparison, and supporting savings through competition. We're able to save costs through to these process efficiencies. Even with compliance with laws, we're able to reduce the charges and fees that comes with not complying with laws. Thanks to these streamlined processes, we save costs in printing documents, traveling, doing all sorts of things. E-sourcing tools makes collaboration in the sourcing process easier. It makes it easier for purchasers to work together on common sourcing projects across different departments and regions by creating virtual buying organizations to increase bargaining power. E-sourcing also has a strategic focus. That is, it allows purchasing professionals to focus on value-added and strategic procurement activities such as supplier screening, supply-based development, and relationship management rather than administration. In order for organizations to gain maximum benefit, e-sourcing must be part of the overall procurement strategy. Whilst e-sourcing systems have the potential to achieve many business benefits, they should not be perceived as replacing proven best sourcing practices. What we should know is that e-sourcing is merely designed to enhance sound sourcing practices and disciplines to allow buyers both the time and visibility to make more effective and efficient sourcing decisions. Now, let's take each of the e-sourcing tools and then go over them. The first e-sourcing tool we have here is the e-requisitioning. This is the electronic requisitioning designed to simplify the process whereby the procurement function captures requisitions from users and provides information about both the requisitioner and the requirement. So we know that when user department needs something, they thanks to e-requisitioning, they need e-sourcing international. The introduction of ICT in our sourcing process, they just need to log on online to our softwares, whatever software we are using, and issue a requisition. Now, this requisition will go to stores. If stores go through their stores and the item is in stock, they just go through the process and then get the item to the user department, the department requesting for the particular requirement. However, if stores realize they don't have the item in stock, they will stamp and confirm this requisition and then forward it to the purchasing department, who will then take it from there to purchase the items for the user department. That's basically what e-requisitioning is. It's just the normal requisition, but this is done with the aid of ICT tools. We also have e-ordering. Once a requisition has been confirmed, the buyer may specify the selected supplier and the system generates documentation for procurement, accounts, acknowledgement, receiving, and inspection. E-contracting is when electronic contracts are created and transmitted to suppliers and other relevant stakeholders. So whatever contracts you are drawing up, whatever contracting you need to do, everything is done online. That is e-contracting. E-catalogs. Many suppliers offer a catalog of their products, prices and terms of trade, with facility for the customer to order by phone, fax or email. Stationery companies such as Viking are good examples of this. Provided the buyer is happy that the catalog represents good value, this method of ordering is very cheap and convenient. So this is a normal catalog. Some suppliers have printed catalogs where they state everything about the product, including prices, right? So organization will just have to get this printed catalog of the suppliers and then go through and make their choices. However, with the aid of ICT tools, this catalog is being placed online. So an organization's website, you just go there and the catalog is there. As a supplier, just log onto the website, browse the website, go over some of the products, look at the content of the products, the prices, the details, everything you need to know about a particular product. And if you're okay, if you think it gives you the best value, then you go for this method of contracting. This e-catalog allows for efficient and cost-effective procurement of proprietary goods and services, which, with the aid of internet search engine tools, price comparisons of specified products can be obtained within seconds. So thanks to the use of ICC, we don't need to move from one supplier to the other. We just log on to go online and then we can obtain prices of various suppliers at the same time and then make your choice. Another ICT tool we have here is the e-auctions. Auction is a public sale in which goods or property are sold to the highest bidder. In a typical auction activity, buyers compete to obtain goods or services by offering increasingly higher prices. Electronic auction is where the auction performed electronically or where an auction is performed electronically. In this case, the auctioneer offers his goods, commodities, or services on an auction site on the internet. Interested parties then submit their bids for the product to be auctioned in certain specified periods. The auction is transparent and all interested parties are allowed to participate in the auction in a timely manner. E-tendering. The use of e-tendering replaces traditional manual paper-based processes for competitive tendering with electronically facilitated processes based on best tendering practices. For example, the invitation to tender is published on the buyer's e-tender website portal for potential suppliers to view. Bid-related documents are posted for interested suppliers to download. Suppliers then respond to the invitation to tender by sending their bids using secure email to the e-tendering system's electronic vault and are registered as bidders. The buyers can then observe and manage this tendering process through a front-end web function, enabling them to answer queries for clarification. Inbuilt security features prohibit access to any of the tender responses until a specified time. Once the tender deadline has been reached, the tender evaluation team can open or view the tenders and collaborate online to evaluate the submitted bids. You should remember that, as we discussed in the previous unit, time is of utmost importance in the tendering process. This is why queries are not responded to unless the end of the deadline, because once you give any clarification to a particular bidder, they may withdraw their tender document, go and improve it and submit again once the deadline has not been reached. So the deadline has been reached and then we open the tenders, we're not giving any clarification, unless of course that particular clarification is needed, and then that information must be made to all bidders and not just some selected few. The system may include automatic scoring and evaluation capability. Alternatively, data can be cut and pasted from e-tender documents to a spreadsheet for ease of comparison. Successful and unsuccessful bidders can be automatically notified of the award. In conclusion, we have looked at some e-sourcing tools. We also explained the major types of e-sourcing tools, namely e-catalogs, e-supplier portals, market exchanges, online supplier evaluation, e-auctions, and e-tendering. We also explained some potential benefits of e-sourcing and also highlighted on some advantages of e-sourcing in the public sector procurement. We also explained e-requisition and examined electronic point of sale systems. We also looked at e-ordering and e-contracting. We also explained e-catalogs in details. We then looked at some benefits and drawbacks of using e-catalogs. We have also looked at e-auctions and some approaches to e-auctions. Lastly, we explained e-tendering and highlighted on some benefits. Thank you.